I'm Andrew Grayson, let's talk movies. Today I'm going to do my top 10 list for most anticipated films for the rest of 2017. We're nearly halfway through the year, so I thought I'll do my top 10 for what's coming out. Now, this won't have all the films that I'm probably most excited to see. It usually get to about September, October time and you start getting the Oscar picks, but just now of the movies that I'm aware of that are coming out, these are the ones. Now, I'm going to start off by saying Wonder Woman would have been in my top 10, but I've already seen it. I've seen it on the day of release, so I'm going to get a review up for that pretty soon. So this is my top 10. So we're going to start. Number 10 is American Assassin, which is out in September. Now this looks like it stars Taylor Kitsch. It's like a secret agent kind of film. It looks similar to Jason Bourne. Now I don't really know much about it, but I've seen the first trailer that they dropped. It looked really gritty, so it looked like a really gritty kind of spy movie. And it does look, it's got reminiscence of Jason Bourne. And again, I like Taylor Kitsch. I've seen Taylor Kitsch in Lone Survivor, and he was one of the best parts of that film. He was really good, him and Mark Wahlberg. So I'm really looking forward to this. Again, I don't really know much about this film, but I do know it's. I've seen the first trailer, and the first trailer really entertained me. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Move on to number 9. Number 9 is a film I wouldn't normally go see. Again, it's a September release. I'm not a big horror fan because I'm a shite bag, but this one really intrigued me. It's It. Again, obviously I've heard of the previous one. I've never really seen it. Again, I'm not a big horror fan. I don't usually partake in horror movies, but I watched the trailer and there's been a lot of kind of people talking about it on some of the podcasts and stuff that I listen to and I watch. And again, I watched the trailer, and the trailer was, I didn't realise it was a shot for shot remake of the first original trailer, which was dead interesting when I watched that. But again, it's intrigued me. I know I'm going to be a shitebag. I'll not be able to sleep the night after I watch it, but it looks good. It looks terrifying, if I'm being honest. There's nothing worse than a clown in a horror film, so I don't know why I'm going to watch it, but I'm actually really excited to see it. Number 8 is Baby Driver, which is out this month, I believe. Baby Driver, it's a heist movie, and it revolves around this getaway driver that's got a ringing noise in his ear, so he puts an iPod in that dulls the ringing, and he's just a shit hot driver, basically. So they do all these kind of bank heists, and he's stuck in with this guy, so he wants to get out, and obviously there's a love interest, so I'm guessing, just by the way that most films go, the guy that he's stuck in with is going to threaten his missus. So, but again, the trailers look good. I think the soundtrack's going to be really good. They'll play off the iPod. Oh, Skype update. They'll play off the iPod thing. So hopefully the soundtrack will be good, and it's got quite a good cast. You've got Jamie Foxx in there, Kevin Spacey. So again, it's another film. I like looking for different films as well. Like obviously I'm a big comic book geek, and I like my big action movies, but these are ones that I like kind of looking for different kind of films to go see. So Baby Driver is number 8. Moving on to number 7 is the first comic book movie that's in my list. Again, Wonder Woman would have been in here, but I've already seen it, so I can't put it in here. So number 7 is November release. It's Justice League. Now, one of the most memorable movie moments I have is when I first seen the Avengers. I had a smile from ear to ear, especially the scene where they do the big revolving shot and you see all the Avengers and Hulk squealing and Thor's hammer and Widow and Iron Man and Cap. It's brilliant. Hawkeye, I don't want to leave him to it. It was really good. So again, I like Batman. Never really been a big Superman fan. Aquaman, Jason Momoa's Aquaman looks amazing. I'll give you a wee hint, Wonder Woman was fantastic, so I've got big hopes for Gal Gadot in the new one. Flash looks great. Don't really know much about Cyborg. They've not really shown much about Cyborg either. Hopefully more trailers will happen and we'll get a better insight into him. But after seeing Wonder Woman, it looks like DC have kind of corrected course. It's a much simpler film, so I'm hoping that will kind of move over with them to Justice League. I've got high hopes for it. I hope it's going to be good. If it's not good, I know Wonder Woman's still good, and they've still got individual. I really want to see an individual Batman film with Ben Affleck, but I don't know if we're going to get that because I'm hearing rumours that he's not going to be Batman much longer. But hey ho. So Justice League is my number 7. Number 6 is the war movie Dunkirk, Chris Nolan film. So it's obviously about the stranded, I think it's 400,000 men are stranded at Dunkirk, and then you obviously get the normal public go sailing out to try and rescue them from the war, basically, from being stuck on this beach. It's got some really good cast members. You've got Cillian Murphy and Tom Hardy. And as I say, it's a Chris Nolan film. Inception is one of my, probably say, top 5 films. I love Inception, and he's done obviously the Dark Knight trilogy, and movies like The Prestige as well. So Chris Nolan is one of my favourite directors. So I'm really looking forward to this film. I like war films. I've always kind of like American Sniper, Fury, Saving Private Ryan. So I'm looking forward to Dunkirk. That should be good. So we're now moving on to the top 5. Now this is difficult because I've wrote my list out and I don't know. No, I'll go with the top 5 that I've got. So number 5 is Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Kingsman to me was one of the biggest surprises of 2-3 years ago when it was first released with Taron Egerton. Sorry, I didn't really know much about it, but I'd seen trailers, and the trailers looked amazing. Then I went and seen it, and it was absolutely one of my favourite films that year. And they've just upped their ante. It's the same director, it's still Matthew Vaughn that's directing. They're bringing back Mark Strong, Taron Egerton. They're bringing back some of the cast. But they've also added. They've got Channing Tatum coming in. You've got Jeff Bridges coming in, Halle Berry coming in. So they've added more talent. And I think from the small teaser trailer that we've had, you see the action's still going to be as good, and it's still going to be as cheeky as it was. It was very the comedy was very British humour, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So Kingsman is up there as one of my most anticipated films, just because its previous was so good. So number 4 is War of the Planet of the Apes, which is out in July. This has got the chance of being one of the most well-seen trilogies. I think it's got a chance to be one of the best trilogies that have ever been produced. You've got the likes of Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, the original Star Wars, and things like that. I think those are pretty flawless. However, War of the Planet of the Apes, the first film was really good with James Franco and Andy Serkis, obviously doing the motion capture for Caesar. But then they upped the ante with the second one, where we're seeing more of the apes in combat and things like that. And then this one, we're going to be deep into the war, obviously, with the title. And they couldn't have picked a bit, like everything I've seen, Woody Harrelson as Caesar's foil, if you will, he just looks so good in that role, and I think this has got the potential to be like top 5 films of the year, top 3 films of the year, because every one of them beforehand has been brilliant. The first one was really good, the second one was better, and I think this has got the potential to be even better than that, especially with Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis' work with motion capture is second to none. He's absolutely phenomenal at it. In my opinion, he should be getting looked at least to get to be Oscar nominated, because the performances he puts in when you don't even see his face is absolutely fantastic. So I've got such high. I think it's probably the highest hopes that I've got for War of the Planet of the Apes. I think that's got the best chance of being a phenomenal film. Now number 3, top 3. Number 3, we are going to have a look at the sky. We are heading to Spider-Man: Homecoming. I've stopped watching the trailers because I'm already sold. I'm already buying my ticket. I'll be there the first night it opens. Tom Holland, he's going to be such a good Spider-Man. And if you haven't seen him do his lip sync battle, watch his lip sync battle, because it'll just make you like the guy even more. But I've seen a lot of people complain that, it's Iron Man 4. It won't be. They're just showing you that Tony Stark's in it to get people to know that it's now part of the MCU. And who doesn't want Robert Downey Jr.? He's brilliant, and as Iron Man, he's fucking fantastic. So to be, obviously see the big poster behind me and stuff like that. I'm a massive Spider-Man fan, and I think between Sony and Marvel, they've got the casting right. Michael Keaton as the Vulture looks fantastic. I think they've finally cracked Spider-Man, and I hope they have when I go see the film. Number 2. Now, number 2 would normally be a lot, maybe not a lot lower in my list, but it would be lower in my list, especially Spider-Man would be above it. But number 2 is Thor Ragnarok. The first teaser trailer for that film is the only film trailer that I've reviewed. The teaser trailer for that film was fucking amazing. Everything about it, the vivid colours, the comedy, the comedic timing, obviously, Chris Hemsworth when he sees the Hulk, the villain. I want to say Jessica Chastain. I don't think it is Jessica Chastain. If it is, forgive me. Or no, if it isn't, forgive me. But whoever's playing Hela is fucking frightening. She looks brilliant. And just Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is Thor. He's amazing. And then obviously Hulk being in it. And I've heard obviously it's going to be a buddy thing between the two of those. We're getting closer to Infinity War. I think this is a film that's going to start linking the likes of Thanos to Earth and Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the film and the opportunity that they'll be able to use those, bring the space world into our kind of world. So I think that'll be exciting to see, whether it be in after credit scenes or through the film. Number one, if you don't know this film, or you don't know this is number one, then you're clueless. Number one, we're about to see Luke motherfucking Skywalker. He agrees. Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. I don't think I'm as excited with The Force Awakens as what I was for The Force Awakens. However, that was next level shit. This film, I cannot wait for. I'm teetering on a tightrope. I don't know whether to look at all the spoiler stuff that's coming out or just ignore it all and just wait for the film. It's really difficult because I want to know as much about this film as I want, because I want so much from the film. I want Siths. I want Obi-Wan Kenobi. I want Luke Skywalker fighting with a lightsaber. I want to see the Knights of Ren. I want to see Kylo Ren. I want to see Rey. I want Rey's staff to be a lightsaber. I want Finn, Poe. I want more BB-8. I want Chewie. I don't want C-3PO. He can fuck off. I want lightsaber battles. I want Snoke. I don't think I'll get all of that. If I get most of that, I'll be happy. If I get some of that, I'll be happy. If I get Luke Skywalker lighting up a lightsaber and tanning somebody's arse with it, I'll be happy. But this film, for me, I cannot wait for it. And everything that's coming out of Disney and Lucasfilm with Kathleen Kennedy talking about Rian Johnson as the director, it's all good. It's all good word of mouth. And we're getting close. We're 6 months away. We've got D23 coming up and Comic Con coming up. I'm hoping D23 is a Disney convention. They didn't really, I don't think they did a lot for Star Wars last time. They mainly focused on Marvel, but I'm hoping we'll maybe get some more, even maybe just the storyline or the synopsis for Star Wars, just to know what it's about, what the story's about. Pardon me. We might get another trailer. We've also got Comic Con. We might get something there as well. But literally, my anticipation for this film cannot be matched. I cannot wait. If I can, there will be midnight screenings. If I can get tickets, I will be at the midnight screening, and I will try and get a review up for this film as fast as I can, because I know a lot of people will be putting up reviews. But that's my top 10 list. If you think I have missed any films out that you are excited to see, or you think I would be excited to see, pop it in the comments. If you think there's some films on there that you don't really agree with should be in my top 10, again, put it in the comment section. And let's just start discussing. Again, there was some films that I've missed out, like The Mummy. The Mummy looks like a really good film. There's films such as The Assassin's Bodyguard or something like that. The Bodyguard's Assassin. There's a film coming out with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson that looks really good, but that's not quite made it into my top 10. But again, this is my top 10 list. Let me know your top 10 list or your top 5 or whatever films, any of the thoughts of the films that I've touched upon in my top 10 list. If you like this video, hit the like button, share, subscribe. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at AndolphTheGray, Gray. And thanks for watching. I'll get my Wonder Woman review up hopefully in the next day or so, if you're looking out for that. Again, thanks for watching. This has been Let's Talk Movies. I've been Andrew Grayson. Peace out, motherfuckers.